Hey Vizzo, stay the fuck out the kitchen.
Gave mama love, but you still ain't having enough. I got lots of cash.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Johnathan. Yeah, I know I've been gone for a little bit on YouTube at least. It's kind of been because I've just been super crammed with just a lot of stuff, and that's kind of what this video is going to be about. Me telling you guys, letting you guys in a little bit on everything that's been going on, whether it's with me, the brand, you know, people around
Lights up!
who we've been working with and stuff like that. So I look forward into getting a little bit more in depth with you guys in this video. So yeah, jumping right into it. I know a lot of you guys follow me on Instagram. If you guys don't, I'll be leaving it at the bottom for you guys, so you guys could definitely follow me, because that's where I post like the day-to-day stuff. You know what I mean? So I look forward into just so yeah, so you can follow me there. But kind of just jumping into it, it's been hectic. I work with a lot of new people, a lot of new artists, and you know, it requires a little bit more than what I thought I would have to be doing. And just kind of letting you guys in, like, I'm a director, I'm a music video director, but I'm more than just a director. Like, I do so many other things that, you know, even in the music industry, like letting you guys in. One of my new goals that I've kind of had for a while, but because of what's going on and the connections that I've built, it's like that's the route that's just coming towards me. It's a blessing, you know what I mean? So I definitely want to step into like the A&R bag and like kind of constructing projects, you know. Like, I feel like I know a lot of producers. I've been in so many like scenarios and studio sessions, and my thing that I preach to everybody around me is kind of more so create your value, right? So people can always need you. You know what I mean? Once you create value and somebody needs your value, it's like you're the first person that they think of, you know. So I created a lot of relationships, and whether that's with producers, engineers, just everything I'm gonna need when it comes to creating something big, you know what I mean? So with that, I'm working with a new artist by the name of Danny Lay. The team, me and Rayvon right now, it's like it was almost inevitable, right? What's happening, because me and him had a lot of the same visions, right? Like when it comes to just having our own company and knowing what that takes and what it consists of. Like, there's gonna be days when you have a company where you don't know where the exact next step of it is gonna be, but you allow God to kind of nourish whatever's coming towards you. Like, all you have to do is just keep faith of what you want to do. Like, stay firm on your goals, you know, stay firm on your affirmations, because God hears it. You know what I mean? Like, everything that's happening right now is a blessing. You know, like, throughout this video, I'm gonna be dropping a lot of BTS just to show you guys, like, on YouTube at least, what I've been dealing with. But I'm just excited to reach the next tier, because in my life and how I orchestrate this shit is I never get satisfied. Like, people might look at this and be like, wow, like, you are doing immaculately great, and I am, but there's always another level, and that's what I'm gearing the team up for, because, you know, the things that we are doing as a collective, it's beautiful. You know what I mean? There's nobody stepping on anyone's toes. Everybody has their own role. We might have to help out on certain roles, but everybody knows what they're main role is, and that's the whole key of having a company. You know what I mean? Like me or Yvonne, to touch back on us, you know, I'm so thankful for him because he's the type of person where I could tell him something and he doesn't take it where I'm trying to like control him or I'm trying to like, he trusts me, you know what I mean? And I'll let you guys in a little bit, like he been trusting me, but I feel like the LA play that we did where we were on with Raw Youngin and where we met Chris Brown and Doug and everybody, I think that is what solidified like me and him's relationship, because that was something where he had to trust me in order to even come. Like I told him I was in Atlanta, I was shooting for an artist, right? And I'm not even gonna get into it, but I felt like I had to leave, right? Like I didn't feel like I felt like my time was in Atlanta was done for that moment. So I got a call, God, I got a call from Ozo saying that he needed me at LA. Raw's in LA, he needs me like tomorrow before 12, because that's when, it's different timing out there. So he needs me in the city by 12. And I was in Atlanta at the time, so I knew it was gonna probably be something that it was a different feeling. Like I knew I wanted to get out of Atlanta, right? And then the fact that he called me, is a manager of Raw Youngin. But when the fact that he called me and he told me, yo, I need you tomorrow, it was just like, it was and not a lot of people know this situation, only me and Rayvon really know about it, but when I got the call, it was pretty much God, like, all right, I'm gonna take you out of that situation, put you on something else. And I called Rayvon and I said, hey bro, like, we got a situation to where I need to be in LA, and I may need you for real. Like, I don't take photos anymore. You guys know that. Even on set, like, I'll be with the biggest of the biggest artists, and if they tell me to take a photo, I'm gonna point them to my BTS person that I have for the day, or my photographer for the day. You know what I mean? Like, my camera doesn't take photos. It's a cinema camera, and I used to take photos. Everybody knows that that's where I kind of started with it. But to get to where I'm going, I wanted to hound in on my real craft, and I feel like I could give somebody else that opportunity to take a photo and really make sure that that photo is the best shit out. You know what I mean? Everybody on the team right now that's a photographer that we bring to these situations, they're the best. You know what I mean? And that's what I aim for. So if you feel like you're the best as well and you're watching this, don't feel scared to DM me. You know what I mean? Or DM the page or send your work. But getting back to the story, I told Rayvon, I said, look, I'm gonna be in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta right now. You know, he lives in Atlanta, so I told him I gotta fly to LA tomorrow, bro. And the situation or whatever. And he was like, at first, you know what I mean? I wouldn't say he was iffy on it, but can you imagine somebody calling you saying, bro, I need you in LA tomorrow? Like, you gotta find that bread. We're gonna get reimbursed, obviously, because we're working with a label. But, you know what I mean? Just that LA flight ain't cheap. Plus, everything else. So it's like, and we were out there for a little minute. It wasn't like a day trip. Like, we were there for like 5 days. So I got to LA the next day, and the minute I got there, we were working. Like, the minute I got there, I was working. Like, I think Raw had a session with Southside, his management, and I think he had brought, who was the first day? Who did he bring the first day? He brought, I think it was a session in K-Camp. He did a song in K-Camp that first night. And I realized that, yeah, I'm doing video, you know what I mean? I'm sitting super crazy quality, But this nigga needs photos too. You know what I mean? Like the best photos, because it's a situation to where if this is just the first date, you know what I mean, and I'm already feeling like, damn, I need a photographer for real, then I gotta get Rayvon here. So I called Rayvon and I said, look, this shit's about to be crazy, bro. I need you here. Plus the label's already saying, we love you, Johnathan. We want you on this, but we need some photos for tomorrow. So Rayvon trusted me, and he came the next day. I think he came that afternoon. Whatever, I think he caught the next flight out to LA, and he was there with me. And you guys seen what that, what came out of that. You know what I mean? It's special. I can't even really talk about it. But jumping back into everything that's going on, I think that move of the trust factor and then it actually being the biggest shit that we've done, I feel like that just motivated him to really trust me and to like know that I have good intentions for us. I'm not a selfish person. Like a lot of people might think, oh, you know, like he's selfish or he this and that. That's because they don't know me. And it might have been people who I thought knew me for real, but if you know Johnathan Pratt, you know that I'm the most purest person out. You know what I mean? I want to see everybody around me win. Everybody around me that showed me some kind of loyalty has gotten a great situation from me. You know what I mean? And they can tell you that. Yeah, so just jumping back into it, you know, Rayvon is my co-executive. He's my co-founder. So being that, you know, we were the ones who founded NWO, right? It was, and we knew that we had to take it to the next level, not just a friendship or a brotherhood. Like that's one stage, right? But that's like the beginning stage, you know what I mean? And we knew where we wanted to take it, you know what I mean? Whether it's merch, whether it's whatever it is, just who we work with, stamping the brand, you know what I mean? And that's what we did. Fast forward to 2022, today, you know, we are working with Danny Lay, and that project is not like we're just her like camera people, like nah, like to let you guys in a little bit even deeper. Yeah, we're on her project as far as the direction of her content and where you know, where we feel like we can add to her situation, and that's exactly what we're doing. But we're actually doing even more, you know what I mean? And not just shooting her videos or Rayvon taking her photos. My whole goal is to always add more value. Like I'm not just this. Rayvon's not just that. You know what I mean? Like, so letting you guys know what's up. So we had a session. As a matter of fact, I'm working on some cut downs for the label from that day right now. But we had a session with Scott Storch. She had a session with Scott Storch, and you know, I was able to really maximize that because Tony, I have an amazing songwriter, and I feel like it's my duty to always want to see people reach their goals. It's not always about me, and that's why I could tell you the type of person that I am. I really do want to see people win, you know what I mean? And I'll let you guys in a little bit. I'm not going to tell you guys too much information, but I brought Tony with me to that Scott Storch and Danny Lay session for him to do what he does best, you know what I mean? And me studying the industry, I realized that it's so important to have the right songwriters, the right producers, the right engineers around, so that these records can become that drastic record, you know what I mean? It really starts from that, and not taking away the art from artists and their pen, but you know, when you add a songwriter who that's their job and is to give you the best record, is not even for them. It's they're writing it with you in mind. You know what I mean? And you look at the greats. You look at Pooh Bear, who writes for Justin Bieber, you look at Sean Garrett, you look at just everybody who was an amazing songwriter. These big artists, they all had a great songwriter. So the session was amazing. We actually met up at Scott Storch's house, you know what I mean? And it was just beautiful. Like, he has a whole system and a whole setup for greatness. You know what I mean? It's just a whole mansion dedicated to masterpiece of work. You know what I mean? We left from the studio in the house and we went to the backyard. And as you guys seen clips and stuff, we were on the boat listening to what we created a few minutes ago. You know what I mean? So it's just, when I'm experienced to a lot of these stuff, it's like I want to just give back, because I know a lot of people don't get the opportunities that I get to really experience this shit and know that this shit is for real. Like, you have a goal, you have a dream, you have a thought. Like, anything that you have, you can really blow that up if you have a great imagination. And it's not gonna just be stuck in that imagination form. It can go into the number one song in the world, or the number one video in the world, or the number one painting. Like, it doesn't even have to be in this genre or category. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you do, go for it and reach out to people. You know what I mean? People always ask me, how did I get to where I need to be? Like, it starts from my mindset. It starts from getting everybody who's around me on the same, it starts from everybody who's around me getting on the same thinking pattern. Because if I'm on one thinking pattern and somebody who I'm trying to, or who's just trying to get to the next level and who's with me, they're on a different thinking pattern, the outcome and the whole operation, in order for you to get to where you need to be, you gotta have everybody thinking on the same wave pattern. You know what I mean? Everybody gotta want one goal, and the goal is to become the best. Like, do you do this for, like, what do you do this for, right? I do this for one thing and one thing only. It's to always be the best, become the best, and help everybody around me achieve their goals. You know what I mean? Because I realized you can't just want to do it on your own and expect the greatest outcome, right? You always need a team. Without a team, a man is nothing, right? So you gotta know that you gotta have a team, and then that team gotta be elite, just like you, because you can't be elite and then your team is lazy, or don't really want to see you win, or got no real goals, or like just don't see the same things that you see when you open your eyes. It's always gonna be a marathon. It's not a race. So as long as you guys know that, you guys know that it's not a marathon. I mean, it's not a race, it's a marathon. That's all that matters. But yeah, filling you guys in on what I got going on, what the brand got going on. Rayvon just got back today from Hawaii. He went with Danny Lay. Danny Lay had a show out there, and like I said, we're on her project. So whatever I can't make, he goes to. Whatever he can't make, I go. It's the same way that I'm doing. Artist is doing the same thing, curating a 300 team against everybody else who's doing the same thing. You know what I mean? You gotta figure out a way to stand out. If you have 1 million people doing the same thing that you're doing, and you think you could just do it sometimes, or do it whenever you feel, or like, and then still be the best, you got life fucked up. Because you have 1 million people doing the same thing you're doing, and you're gonna relax and be regular and like just do it whenever and not at the best, you're not gonna get far, bro. And you're gonna look at everybody passing you and think, and it's that's not where I saw myself, right? That's not where I saw Rayvon, right? Rayvon is, let me tell you something about Rayvon and why we're like this. Like, Rayvon's been the type of person, even in high school, when you look at certain people, you know, okay, that person's gonna be fucked up in the future, or that person's gonna be somebody for real, or that person, you could just tell he's gonna be somebody. That's how I always see Marvon. You know what I mean? And a lot of people get to say the same thing. So it's like, fast forward to now, us growing up, doing what we gotta do. If I have The Rock, you know I'm gonna pass it to Rayvon, because I know the type of person that he is. If he has the same vibe, he's gonna do the same thing for me. So that's what we have. We have a system to where there's 0% of hate. Once we were able to get that to 0, which we were always never at anything higher, but just the trust factor really cementing that 0, we're unstoppable, bro. Nobody, like, people might think they could understand, nobody understands, because I want to see the best for myself. Like, that's what I see. When I look in the mirror, I see greatness. I see, like, the best living. I want to be able to take care of my grandma. I want to be able to take care of just anybody who I love and who I care about, right? And the only way I'm gonna be able to do that is if I go super hard at this young age. I'm only 26, right? I'm not 19, but I'm still young. So it's like, to be able to be working with 3 major labels right now: Rock Nation, Def Jam, and Epic Records. As a matter of fact, 4, and Sony. 3 years ago, my dream was to work with a label, you know what I mean? And that's happening plus. So it's like, I know that it's possible, and I'm not done. And I just want to show you guys that anything is possible. You gotta just fight for your dreams, fight for your family. Like, I don't want to just be a regular nigga. Like, that's the thing about it. Like, people don't understand that about me. Like, it's not me trying to be cocky or what. Like, however I come off, take it. But I'm not gonna change the way I was raised. Like, I was raised to be the like, you know what? Let me pause this. Let me show you how I was raised. Right? This is how I was raised. Right? This is how I was raised. So this is my beautiful queen, my mom, right? Like, I was raised, bro, to be a young king. A young king, bro. You feel me? Like, that's my dad up there. Like, I'm not settling for no regular smegular. Like, I'll take this for example. Where do you see a regular kid at? Like, I was made for greatness. You feel me? Like, I was made for greatness. I wasn't made to be no regular kid. Just off of the pictures, you can see, like, my mom, she raised me to be, like, confident, smart, like, intelligent, like, and whatever it is that I wanted to do. You feel me? So that's the only way I know how to be, is to want to be the best and achieve goals. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna bring my team. Whoever wants to be a part of that can be a part of that. And as you can see, it's working. My nigga just came home from Hawaii working with a major artist. Like, and then we get responsibilities on the back end from the label on what they're expecting. Like, okay, she needs to answer these questions so that we can send it to Spotify, send it to Apple Music, send it to all these platforms. Like, we do a lot of other things. So it's like, seeing that and just seeing, like, Rayvon, like, with me, you know what I mean? That shit makes me feel good, because it's like, that's all I ever wanted. Like, I don't want to be the most richest, fucking wealthiest director and wealthiest person, or whatever you may call it, and have nobody around, you know what I mean, that I started with. So it's like, at least having him, bro, around is great. Marcus, I cannot thank Marcus enough, and I see his potential. That's why I'm never gonna stop feeding him information and bringing him around, because, yeah, okay, I had to make sure that we have the best of everything, right? But I'm not gonna stop my belief in Marcus because I know his potential. You know what I mean? And he knows that anybody that we've added or anybody that is not taken away from him, it's just, what I need right now. Like everybody has to be at the best. We gotta have a full team of just fucking crazy fire people. You know what I mean? And not saying Marcus is not fire. Marcus took some of the most iconic pictures for real. Whether it's Southside, whether it's, you know what I'm trying to say. It's just we know what the industry is looking for, and we know some of these artists have certain looks that they want in their photography or in their photographers. Like there's certain type of pictures that they're looking for. You know what I mean? And we have to get photographers around that. So that's all that is. But yeah, wrapping up this vlog, I know I let you guys in on a lot of things, and that's kind of what I want to start doing. And you guys will be seeing a lot more of me. Make sure you guys are following me on my Twitter. You know, my Twitter is the same as my Instagram, Johnathan Pratt _. Yeah, and really just, if you have a dream or a goal and you don't know anybody to look at to maybe give you inspiration, that's what I put all this out for. It's only for inspiration. It's not to boast or brag. And only the greats will get that message. But until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.